Hey guys, it's Mr. James here. So before we get started, I want to make sure that you did answer that discussion question before we move on. So it is on the other previous presentation, that is part of your grade. Now this is the Indian removal map activity. It's on the back side of that note sheet. So I want to go over a little bit of background information first. So in 1830, Congress passed the Indian Removal Act, which gave President Andrew Jackson the authority to negotiate removal terms with tribes of the American South. The biggest tribes, who had already lost much of their lands, were called the Five Civilized Tribes, including the Cherokee, the Chickasaw, the Choctaw, Creek, and the Seminoles. Now, much of the populations of these tribes were forced to move to Indian Territory in what would become known as Oklahoma. Many natives did die along the way, and this later became known as the Trail of Tears, as the previous presentation said. Now, I want you to make sure you have the map, and what else you need are colors. If I did not tell you yet, I'm telling you now, you need 7 colored pencils. Different colors, does not have to be the same colors that you see here. Okay? If you need to go get them, pause the video, get them, and then start the video again. Alright, step 1's real easy. All I want you to do is just outline where Oklahoma is. So, outline it, label it. Next step, I want you to outline the area of Indian Territory. Not all of Oklahoma was Indian Territory. So just the majority of it was. Okay. And if I'm going too fast, just kind of heads up. Pause the video or slow me down in the bottom right corner. Okay. All right. First tribe, Choctaw. Make sure you color that in that area and also label it Choctaw. And you're going to put their journey. Trace the journey they took. Not a dashed line. Make it a solid line. But just keep it in the general direction that it's showing. And where they settled was actually in the bottom right or the southeast of the Indian Territory. Don't label Choctaw. Just color it in. And I will know that you know where they were. Okay? You don't need to put Choctaw twice. Alright, Seminoles. Seminoles were in Florida. Okay, we talked about the Seminole Wars. Now their journey is a little bit different. Theirs was actually through the ocean, through the Gulf, up to Louisiana and through the Mississippi to reach Oklahoma. So the next one, the Seminoles are settled in the central part of the Indian Territory. And they're not the only tribe, okay? So leave a little bit of room to maybe shade half Seminole, and you're going to be half the other tribe. And this tribe is going to be the Creek, okay? The Creek Indians. And so this is the trail they have. They have a northern trail and a southern trail. So make sure that you draw both trails, and it leads right to the center along with the Seminoles. So you're going to go ahead and shade in the center Creek and Seminole colors. Okay? So, Creek and the Seminoles. All right. Next one is the Chickasaws. They're right above the Choctaws. And their trails, yes, they're in the south also with the Choctaws, but they're a little bit more on the southwest side. There it is. Okay. All right. And then we move on to the Cherokees. Okay. The Cherokee tribe is one of the biggest tribes, mostly in Georgia. And their trail that they took, of course, is the Trail of Tears, in which they do head into the Indian Territory, and they take over most of the northern part of that Indian Territory. All right. If you need to, pause it at this time. Make sure you have all of your information on there, all the coloring done, so that you can get full credit. Okay? All right. Giving you a little bit of time. Okay. What I want you to do now, you have a discussion question. You're going to post this at the bottom. Okay? Post at the bottom here on this canvas board. In your opinion, was Andrew Jackson right or wrong in removing the Indians from their land? And I want you to explain your answer. Use the notes on the other side if you want to, or if you need to. Okay? Once you've posted it, I want you to turn this in to the tray in the front. Okay? All right, guys. Thanks very much. We'll see you later.